So these are some of the certifications that we provide that the company sponsor for this program. Okay, so so at the same time, okay, so even though this program is called graduate program, but it's actually a full-time position. But it is a 1 year contract, renewable, depending on the performance. So it's we don't only give allowance, but we give a full salary package. So basic salary with allowance throughout this program. Okay, a monthly salary lah. Okay, so on the job training will be hands-on training. So which means your day-to-day job will be you'll be assigned to clients to go to clients' offices for multiple projects, and then okay, actually the first 6 months we will focus on networking projects. So all these installation of routers and switches, um, rack and mounting, AP installation. So this all these type of projects. And then after the 6 months, we will focus more on security. So which can be maybe ice ice migration, firewall migration. Yeah. So in for this experience, you'll be exposed to real devices, real like Cisco devices, and maybe Juniper, Palo Alto. It depends on the client which device that they use. Okay. Okay, so we also provide mentoring support. We have monthly mentor support from Singapore, and Malaysia. Okay, program mentor is myself. So actually, I will be supporting the program throughout the program. So that is my main responsibility. Okay, so for the mentoring support, is more like coaching support. So if you face any challenges, or if you don't understand something, any technical issues, so you can ask your mentor during this mentor session. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the job advancement opportunities. So after this program, there are two main career paths that you can choose. So the first path is technical services. So technical services is the client-facing role. So they are the one who actually go to the client's office and install all the hardware, all the firewalls, configuration, and all that. Okay, and then for solution and pre-sales, they are in the same department. So they are involved in all the processes before the closing the sales. So that's why they are called pre-sales. So they are the one who prepare the quotation proposals, and then drawing network diagram for clients, and then they will be attending meetings and also doing presentation to clients. Okay. Okay, so next is just some activities that we have done, mostly before COVID. Okay. Okay, this is the first batch. Orientation. So we went to Singapore. Okay, so this is our CEO of Asia Pacific. Okay, and then we had our Christmas dinner in First World Hotel next to 1U. Okay. Okay, so we also went for games, laser tag at eCurve. Okay. Okay, so for new intakes, for every new intake, so I will take the new intakes for welcome lunch. Okay. Um, Okay, and then this is the graduation ceremony for the first batch. So actually, they have graduated. Um, so just right after 1 year, they have been promoted to technical services engineer.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, this
all of them or
all of them.
oh okay.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. So this is just a screenshot of the ceremony. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So yeah. So that's basically about this program. So what do you think? And is this something that you're looking for?
Yeah, I think it's super excited. I super interesting about this program, especially the technical service engineer, because
Mm.
you see that I have a chance to go to the client side and install the hardware and software, because I've done that during my internship as well. So it's kind of really fun things to do lah for me.
Okay. Great.
And also
Uh,
it's
mm,
great lah because you have a mentorship
mm,
because well you know
mm.
each company has their own like software and hardware configuration stuff like that, so it was really great lah because it has a mentorship program. Yep.
Yeah. So I think that one is a plus point because we don't assign you alone there. So we will normally send a senior and
Oh,
as well as mentor. Yeah,
okay, that
to
sounds so
support.
great. All right, okay.
Okay. So if you are ready, we can proceed with the interview.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. So okay, so just now you have told me a little bit about yourself. So right now, where are you located currently?
You mean my hometown or like
Where are you staying now?
oh yeah
Mm,
yeah at my home lah at Kelantan, yeah, because during MCO
mm,
so I cannot go to uni much. Actually I still have my last semester. Yeah, currently I have my last semester.
mm-hmm,
So actually I need to go to Sarawak lah. Yeah, but
mm-hmm.
during because MCO, so yeah, stay at home lah.
Okay, so you do your classes online.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, okay. Um. So I saw in your CV you are going to finish study in July, is it?
Yeah, probably lah. I think that one is the my last day of final exam lah. So yeah,
Okay.
still in July.
So your availability?
Um, I think as soon as after my final exam, I think.
Okay.
I,
So,
uh,
okay. So July is like mid July or end July.
um, I think it's safe to say last July lah macam like
Last
it's
July.
not that mid lah. It's like probably
Okay.
27 something like something around that lah, 27
Okay.
or
So
mhm.
August lah. Just
Yeah, to be safe
okay.
August lah.
Okay. 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 No worries. Okay. So then are you okay to work in Selangor?
Yeah, I'm totally fine because my internship also I done at I think Damansara, Filiu Damansara. So yeah, I think it's okay lah because actually yeah, Kuala Lumpur it has a lot of public transportation, so it's really easy to go to yeah to go to the work lah.
Okay. So but do you have your own transport?
I do have car, but yeah, let's see how it goes lah. Like do I
Mm.
really need yeah because I also have driving license. Yeah, so really on is it necessary for me to bring a car or something like that lah?
Okay. So we'll see whichever is more convenient
Yeah, yeah.
for you. Okay. Okay. Mm, um, okay. So what is your career goal um, within the next 3 years?
Within next three
3 years.
3 years. So career goals. If we talk about the cybersecurity, so I really hope that it should be basically if I start working for the cybersecurity area, So it's within 3 years, I probably can be a maybe like a mid junior or like a senior engineer. So I really hope that I really have that technical knowledge. It's not like I just do and didn't know anything, like didn't gain anything during my 3 years of working. So I really hope that I have technical knowledge to be at least at I think a mid junior position for maybe cybersecurity engineer or network engineer.
Okay. Um, okay. So are you, which one do you think will be more suitable for you? Is it technical services or more into consultant?
Um, I think technical lah because actually my
Mm,
passion is more on technical. And also during my universities, there's
mm,
like assignment, technical assignments. So yeah, actually most of the part I did involve in the technical stuff like coding, programming and stuff. So I think I really comfortable with a technical position. Yeah.
okay.
But as well as I also during my internship also used to have that consultant position lah during my internship. So yeah, it's actually but more prefer under technical, of course.
Okay. 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 So can you tell me more about your internship?
Okay, my internship is basically that company doing mobile app development, which is also really not my uh, course lah because my course is on network, right? So I did expect to intern on a network area, but well, that is how the world works. So yeah, I intern at application development company. And I can see that I learn like really scratch, like learn a new things from the company lah. And my job is for that company. Of course, it's not a technical implementation. I didn't write a code for the applications because I'm still new for that. But my job is basically like I go meet the client, and when there's like a meeting client or stakeholder, yeah, client if they want to create a mobile apps, and they will tell me the requirements, so I just write down for them and maybe modify which requirement that is it possible to make mobile app because clients sometimes they just say what they want and it's not like they didn't know how the mobile app works, so we need to yeah, modify a little bit their requirement to suit the mobile apps application lah. And I also being I think it's kind of IT consultation like because I used to go to the client side and monitor the CCTV implementation, and if there is some technical errors, so I need to go to the client side as well. So just do a bit tweak of configuration lah to the PC. And the other stuff I do, mm, oh yeah, I did also do the firewall installation, network firewall installation for this one of finance company, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I did do like a test relay installations and host configuration and stuff like that lah. But because there's a lot of manual documentation, so I just follow it from there lah. But it was a really new experience to me, and it was great to learn firewall installation. And last thing is, of course, I did write just a bit of article for the company website about the technology news, IT news, and just stuff like that lah. Yeah.
Okay. Um. Okay. So I suppose you know how the IT industry working hours like.
Working hours,
Yeah.
yeah, because okay, during my internship, my working
Mm,
hours is basically start from 9, then I go back to 5 p.m. But there's actually one time which overtime work. which is the during CCTV installation lah. So I kind of go to the work at 6 p.m. and till 10 p.m. lah, 10 p.m. So yeah, actually it was really fun doing that lah because you really like um going away from your comfortable zone, which is a 9 to 5, 9 to 5. So this is 6 to 10. So yeah, really flexible and
Okay. Okay, so the reason I asked that is because I just want to manage your expectations. So for this
Mhm.
position, actually, sometimes you'll be required to work long hours.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, but the standard working hours is 9 to 6, but at most
Mm-hmm.
occasion, especially in the technical services,
Yeah, yeah.
so it could be sometimes up to 12, sometimes 4, because
Oh,
sometimes you need to stand by. As if you're doing a
ah,
migration, you need
okay,
to
okay, okay.
configure and stand by, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
every day. Really depends on the project.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
sometimes in 1 month you can have multiple projects with
Oh,
different clients. So maybe about three, I would say. So
mm,
that's average. So but if you don't go to client side, then you will be in office doing all the preparation. But yeah, but some also you'll be traveling to client's office lah. So I think I'm not sure if you're more prefer to take public transport, then it's okay. But I think for the if it's late night, then might
yeah, yeah.
have, yeah, need to have transport.
And
But I
transport
think
lah.
that's a small issue. Maybe it can be arranged, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Sure.
Okay. Okay, but we do pay for overtime.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yes,
That's great
because
lah.
some companies they ask you to work long hours, but they don't pay OT, but we
Yeah,
pay for
yeah.
OT, yeah.
Okay.
Uh, but also sometimes on weekends as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yeah. Sure, no problem.
Okay. Um. Okay. Well, so can you share with me some of your strength?
Okay, so my strength, alright. So I think first of all is I actually very good with teamwork. Because well, of course, universities, a lot of assignments. We have a group project, and also during my studies, I did involve
Mm.
like in a lot of events. I actually being part of the media and publication unit. So most of the time, we work as a team, and actually most of the time I become the leader lah for the media and publication unit. So yeah, I did know some of the deal with a person and work as a group. And and second is I think because I really have a deep interest in the cybersecurity, so most of the time I because I know in IT industries we need to basically have a self learning skills like to go to go forward from the others of course. So because I have a deep interest in the cybersecurity, so I was keen and was like yeah do a lot of self learning lah. And I also love to know like the root of problem. I just don't really like just know how to solve the things like just do this and it works. My, I was like why I cannot do this, why I need to this, and what is basically the things that make it works. Which is basically a lot of in program because you know you write code and there's headers, and if you didn't put that headers or function, what happens? So I actually like tries and test it out. Like even we know well it might be an errors, but I just want to know like what is specific errors that happen if we remove that specific function or headers. So yeah, and what else? Hmm. Okay, I think that's all. That's all. I cannot
Okay.
recall. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Um. Okay, so do you have any certifications or have you attended any workshop or seminars?
Okay. So basically, a professional certification I that doesn't have lah. But
Mm.
I do have like attend a lot of online seminars and online class. I actually during my internship I did attend training session with AWS because my company also is a AWS partners. So
Mm-hmm.
I really go with their technical training on the AWS mostly on EC2 instance and this virtual servers stuff like that. And and for the training, uh, yeah, and mostly it's basically like self, online training for certification lah. Like recently, I think is NTA Security Fundamentals on Microsoft. Um, and yeah, and actually, my university is planning to do a CCNA training, like yeah, I think next month. So yeah, and if it all goes well, so that is actually my first professional certification lah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so um okay, what are the three things that motivate you when you apply for a job?
Thing that motivates me, of course, first when I try to apply a job, I read their job specification and descriptions, like, well, if that job is really suits me, like what I need to do and what I need to know. So yeah, I think that is the most important things lah, because if you get a job but you don't really suit the job, so it's yeah, it's you suffer lah if you do the job. So yeah, I think the specification that or requirements that really suits you. And second things for the job is I think environment. Environment is really important, especially in I think in IT lah. In IT, most of the time, of course, we work alone. Like when you do programming, you do alone the code. But to extend it, to leverage it to the public or a bigger scope, so you need a team. So that is really important lah to work as a team and have a environment that support a good team and good yeah. So second is environment lah, and I think that is basically mostly about the benefits of the company, like you mentioned earlier that you pay an OT, so that's a really good environment. There's really good benefits, and because certain company they don't really have like I don't know, maybe benefits like health benefits or stuff like that that really covers you lah. So I think the third one is benefits. That company offers.
Okay. So actually for the benefits, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in entity the benefits are good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because even if you're a contract employee, you get
Mm-hmm.
almost the same benefit as a permanent.
Mm-hmm.
So all these dental, medical card,
Yeah.
all are covered. And then there's annual leave. There's
Mm-hmm.
also wellness. Like if
Oh.
you go, yeah, wellness. I go to gym or
Oh. Okay. Okay.
you play badminton, you can claim.
Alright.
And as well as performance bonus.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Wow, that's really interesting.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, okay. So next, we will go into some basic technical questions. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, okay. So can you tell me what are routers and switches and what do they do?
Okay, so switches, right? Do you need me to explain about what is hub or not? Hub, HUB.
How
Or not?
you can
Okay,
explain
okay.
as well if it's easier to
Okay,
explain
so
that way.
basically, switches, we need to know if the advantage is, of course, is come to hub lah. Okay, during the old days, hub is basically when you send the data to all of the device in a hub, so it will broadcast the data to all of the computers in the hub lah. So it's really not friendly and it's not have a tight security on hub. So it comes with a switch where you can basically like if I just want to connect it to that computer, so I can send the data to that computer as well. I think it's more on unicast mode lah. Okay, so that is what switches do lah. Mostly we want to like switch the network because if we talk about a big network implementation, we'll have like a lot of network segments, so it's really important for us to switch which network we want to go and so on. And the routers is basically like a switch, but it can connect to the internet. Basically, it's like a connect to the other networks outside our company lah. Because yeah, it's not just internal network; it will connect to external network as well. Yeah, like for example, internet lah. So yeah, that's basically the different things. Mhm.
Okay, what is access point?
Access point. Okay, access point is basically it is an AP, right? So
Mm.
basically it's a device, hardware device that basically you will connect to that access point, and the access point will connect to the router side. So basically give you a network and internet connection. So basically in a large building you will have multiple access point lah. Yeah. An access point connect to the routers using a I think a cable lah.
Okay. Okay, what is IP address?
Okay, IP address is basically it address for you to connect to the internet. Yeah. And basically IP address is in a numbers, and of course you have two version of it, which is IPv4 and IPv6. And yeah, basically IP address is important for you to connect to the others during on the internet lah. And if you didn't have any IP address, of course you cannot connect to the internet because well you don't know who you want to send to which device, and that device also don't know what they want to send what they yeah to send you the data lah.
Okay. What is cryptography?
Cryptography is cryptography is basically the it's kind of a method to secure your data. um, in a cryptography you have this encryption lah, basically to encrypt the data. Yeah, and of course there's security, and you will ensure the integrity of data, confidentiality of data, and yeah, prevent any modification to the data itself lah. Yeah, mostly cryptography is the it's like a method lah. It's like a method or kind of a learning on how to secure your data. And especially during on a network, you need a secure channel and to encrypt the channel, the tunnel of communication. So you need the cryptography to do that.
Okay. Um, what is SQL injection?
Okay, so SQL injection. Actually, this one is really interesting because I already know the terms, but I just learned like last week on how it actually implement lah. So basically, SQL injection is SQL is a language for you to connect with your database, and basically is send a query to the database to select maybe which table you want to see and which data you want to send. So SQL injection is basically it exploit the vulnerabilities of the SQL itself when you poorly code the database or the SQL language. So you will have this risk lah. Basically it can you can inject SQL in a website that are really poorly built. I think mostly nowadays most websites are already prone to the traditional SQL injection. But basically you can see like a confidential data from the database just by injecting SQL command, because when you type the SQL command then the HTML will treat that as a command. It's not just another normal user request. So it will return back all of the confidential data that you have in that database.
Okay. And what is DDoS attack?
Alright, okay. The DOS attack is basically is a DOS attack, denial of service attack, which is traditionally you attack the computers you flood the networks to their website, like to the servers lah. So DOS attack, denial of service attack done with just single computers, but DDoS attack they utilize a lot of botnets lah. Yeah, and when you have a lot of botnets and you can flood the servers, the company, and shut the server down lah, because they cannot handle the traffics.
Okay. What is brute force attack?
Brute force attack is basically attack on the password. Is one of the password attacks. Basically, brute force will try every single combination of that password. And interesting about brute force is one of our assignment is actually based on we did a brute force attack, and our assignment was like I will let you give us a list of hash which is in MD5, which is a broken hash anyways. And they give us to crack the MD5 hashes lah. So we need to run the script. I think it's a Java in a Java language, and we need to run it to decrypt to get the original password lah, like using MDH MD5. But because our computer is not like a enterprise computer, so it was really take a long time lah to get the password itself. Yeah, so basically it's try every single combinations.
Okay. And okay, what just now I asked cryptography, right? So what is cryptojacking?
Cryptojacking ah.
Yeah.
Okay, cryptojacking. Okay, to be honest, I don't really know what is that. Let me guess from the word itself. So basically,
Okay.
crypto is basically you encrypt the data, and crypto checking is maybe probably try to 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 de-encrypt the data back to the original state.
Actually,
No?
cryptojacking is related to cryptocurrency mining.
Oh, cryptocurrency. Okay, I really don't have any idea on the cryptocurrency.
Uh,
That's
oh,
really bad.
it's okay. Um, okay. So I think that's all the questions that I have. So do you have any questions?
Okay, so my question, yeah. Okay, okay, so first of all, um, may I know like the process of selection of this to this program, like how many interviews I will go through and when will I be informed, like when I was like a pass of this interview and pass of that interview. So yeah, how is the basically process of selection lah?
Okay, so for this program, actually there's two interviews. So this is the first interview.
Oh,
The second interview will be with our stakeholders in Singapore.
oh,
Okay, they are regional security experts. So so it's a panel interview. There will be about 5 to 6 panels.
oh,
So about three from Singapore and three from Malaysia. So okay, um, okay. So maybe I can share with you feedback for
uh-huh,
this interview. So
uh-huh.
if you don't mind, because so
Oh,
that
yeah.
you can prepare for the second interview.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So I think you did very well, but
Okay.
except for the crypto jacking, but
Alright, okay.
but your technical knowledge is very good.
Uh,
Um, so the question is going to be even more difficult than this. It will be very deep technical. So actually, you need to memorize all these the definitions and terminologies, but also understand because you need to explain to them because they can pick any of the threads or any term that they want you to explain. Um, okay, so maybe they can ask you what's ransomware and all that,
uh,
and how does can you explain a network in a enterprise like and sometimes they ask to draw network diagram.
oh. So we need to draw. To draw?
Yeah. So maybe it's virtual.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Maybe you need to draw it in a PowerPoint and share the screen or something.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it
What,
depends.
and what does
These
that
are
like?
some of the questions.
Mhm.
Um, and then IP address. So they will. You need to memorize the address. There's a lot of numbers, right? And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
the back number point something. So they can ask that as well.
Okay. So it's like is it the segmented IP address like how you split the IP address or what?
What I remember, okay, I'm not from technical, but what I
Oh,
remember is like they can ask you if what is the last three digit of the address, something like
oh,
that. Yeah.
okay. All right.
And also, it would be good to just browse through our website for the latest technology trends and security trends. And we also have uh, cybersecurity global intelligent threat report. So these are all the
Oh,
threats there. Actually, cryptojacking is also one of
threads
it.
now.
Yeah,
What
and
is the website again? The one that
you can go to our website global
uh-huh.
hello.global entity.
Oh, okay, all right.
And there's also a lot of case studies, so maybe you can read the
Um,
case studies as well. Um, yeah, okay. So for this second interview, okay, actually, we are still confirming the date with the interviewers. So we are expecting it to happen in April. So
April.
I will notify you by once I get it confirmed. But I think
Uh-huh.
by second week of April.
Oh, okay, all right.
If
So
not,
probably lah.
you can always check with me or you can send me an email.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so for this second interview, usually it cannot be rescheduled. I mean, I'm just informing you. So um, once if we give you a slot, then you have to attend it, or maybe I can check with you first. You might
Oh.
have classes, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It might lah, but it's okay lah. If you cannot reschedule, then I just,
Mm.
just.
Okay.
Yeah.
uh, okay. So, but it's only half an hour.
Oh, alright. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's only half an hour.
Oh, so it's only half an hour lah. So, okay, okay. Right.
Yeah. So yeah. So I think I've answered your questions. And is there any other questions?
Mm, I think no lah. Yeah, I mean, the technical question is really hard because I don't know what is the scope that I need to study. But I think I just figure out by myself all of, yeah, all of this. Yeah. Mm.
Mhm.
So for now, nothing.
Okay. Um. Okay. So, do you have any friends that you think might be interested?
My friends, yeah, because I also know about this program in my group class. Group class. Someone sent it at here at there. So yeah, I think all of my friends already read about this program. So if some of my friends did I think request for the interview as well. So yeah, they already know about this program. They
Oh, okay.
already
Okay. Okay. No worries. Mm, okay. So I think that's all.
mhm.
So thank you for your time for
Uh-uh.
attending this interview, and we'll keep in touch, and I will update you on the
Okay.
second interview.
Okay, okay. So, okay, thank you so much for your time as well. So, and thank you for considering me now. Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
all right, okay, goodbye.
Okay. Bye.